Ja, die dames staan op de Turtle Beach stand, waar ik nu dus ook sta. En ik ben hier met een missie. Ik wil namelijk weten, ik wil meer weten over audio op next-gen consoles. En dan zou je zeggen van, ja, dat is toch gewoon optical uit en dan kan je audio luisteren. Maar dat schijnt niet zo te zijn. Microsoft heeft er werkelijk niks over gezegd. Het enige dat ik weet is dat Turtle Beach met een dedicated Xbox One gaming headset uitkomt. Wij gaan hier naar binnen om hopelijk wat vragen te stellen over die Xbox One en next-gen audio. En naast me staat Jeff van Turtle Beach. Hi Jeff, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for coming by. How are you?
Fine. Listen, I want to talk about next gen. And you guys are coming out with new models every year. What are you doing for Xbox One, for instance?
We have two headsets that we're debuting here at this show for the Xbox One. We have the XO4, which is a surround sound product. It's designed to give you independent game and chat volume. And we also have the XO7, which is our top-of-the-line Xbox One product. It's surround sound. It works with your mobile devices, so you can take it with you. Works on your Vita, Android, all sorts of those sorts of things. And it's got the interchangeable speaker plate, so you can customize the look too.
Cool. When I think about next-gen gaming, it's basically the graphics that are improved. Is audio improved? Is there anything going on there?
So one of the things that can be improved with audio is obviously processing power. Audio runs on an engine much very similar to a graphics engine, right? So as your character moves around, the environment tells that audio engine what noises it needs to make. And as the processing power of a console improves and gets greater, then you have the opportunity to create more realistic, immersive soundscapes because the processor isn't quite so taxed.
All right, and how does it work for you guys? I mean, when I play Call of Duty Ghosts, for instance, you guys are making a Call of Duty Ghost headset. Right. How does it work? I mean, how does it sound better than my old Turtle Beach headset?
So in that case, what we're focusing on is making sure that we have the highest quality drivers and speaker enclosures to give you a really great immersive sound quality experience. And then the big difference from the console coming out is going to be that it's going to have the ability to create more sounds at the same time, for instance. So something you would be able to think of for instance, in Call of Duty Ghosts is as you're firing your gun, you may be able to hear the shell casings more often. So because the processor will have free power to generate the sound for each one. Footsteps may be able to have more reflections against more walls, things like that. So this is all conjecture, but that's what an additional processing power will give you.
It sounds great, but is it, I mean, I'm skeptical because audio is always audio. I don't know, it can sound good or it can sound crappy, but I mean, when I was playing on my PC, I should have been doing this for ages. I mean, is it similar to that or?
So I would say that previous generation consoles definitely are a little bit behind the technology of most modern day gaming PCs. So I think it's going to be a pretty big leap up from that. And you know the way to think about it, remember the consoles that came before the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, the original Xbox. Sound was fairly limited there. You didn't have nearly the amount of score and background music. The voice acting was a little bit shorter in many cases. So I think the leap that you'll see from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One is probably going to be pretty similar to that.
All right. The reason that we're here is because you guys are the only ones who are doing a dedicated Xbox One next-gen gaming headset.
Right.
How is that different from, for instance, any of the top line other headsets that you have?
So it's designed to work for the Xbox One. I can't give you too many details on it at this point, but the Xbox One uses a different kind of an audio output. And our headsets are designed to work in conjunction with that product.
Okay, and when you talk about a different kind of output, is that like a physical connection or?
It's a physical thing, yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't have digital out, like optical like I used to have?
I can't really give you any more information than that, I'm sorry.
Bummer. All right.
Soon. All the information is coming soon.
All right, cool. Okay, can we actually see the headset? I want to touch it and put it on my head and see if I feel next gen.
Yeah, you can. You can even do it right in front of an Xbox One holding the controller.
Oh, let's do that.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
This is the XO4. This is the entry-level product for the Xbox One. Like I said, this is our it's surround sound. It gives you independent game and chat. This is a totally new design for us as well. So it looks a little bit different. It feels great. You ought to put it on.
Yeah. Let me put it on.
Anything for you?
No, that's okay. Het is een over-ear headset. Zoals je weet hou ik van over-ear, want anders doen mijn oren pijn. This is not as flexible as my mic.
This is still a pre-production sample, so these aren't quite finished. You're probably going to notice that they're a little bit creaky and feel a little bit off. These are still just factory samples, so they're not reflective of the final quality. So I don't know whether that mic's going to change, but my assumption is that it is, because we typically use the.
That's it. Yeah, I have that thing. Okay, let me try this one with the audio. I'm going to put this back. All right.
Absolutely. I guess I can do the interview now. We'll just see what he's doing, what he thinks about it. So what are you going to do now? We're going to turn the interview around, and I'm going to interview you. What are we doing here?
I'm going to start up Call of Duty Ghosts in a second. Play it here and here. Okay, that's all. Is there anything playable here, or is this just audio?
It's just demo right now. It's just audio. But we do have the controller out, which is more for you just to check out the look and feel. I'm actually really excited about this controller. I think it feels great. And then, of course, we do have the actual Xbox One console here too, so anybody can take a look at it. Actually, and the new Kinect.
This design feels better because this is softer. The padding is softer, and it feels like it's got more space to put over my ears. I have fairly big ears, so I do need that.
Yeah, this is actually using the same base model as our XP7. Yeah. So this is memory foam and a protein leather. Yeah. What you get there is actually a really nice, comfortable seal, as you found. So it blocks out an awful lot of the outside noise. And this microphone comes all the way out. So these are designed to go mobile with you. If you want to use them as a mobile music headset or with your mobile phone, you can take them out on the go with you.
And this one as well? Can you take this one out as well?
No, that one does not come out.
All right.
And these plates here, these pop off. Oh. So they're actually interchangeable.
Nice. And let me ask you a question. If I'm, for instance, I have the XP51, I believe. Is that going to work with the Xbox One?
At this point, we really don't have information on that.
Really? But what if I'm going to run to the shop right now and buy a $350 headset and it doesn't work with next-gen consoles?
Unfortunately, that's not something that we can really talk about at this point. I wish I could, but that's one of those things that's going to be coming soon. I think you probably need to be watching for Microsoft on that. They're going to be probably talking about that a little bit more in the coming weeks.
But I mean, without saying too much about it, that would be insane if my current headset wouldn't work with next-gen consoles.
Like I said, I have to keep saying the same thing here. It's really more of a question for Microsoft. They are the ones designing the system and the audio output on it. So I think they'll probably be able to answer more questions about how it's going to work in the coming days and weeks.
All right. I'm not going to stress you any longer. Think about it. Thanks a lot. Wow. All right, so this is a wired headset, of course.
Yes.
So this goes into the Xbox One?
Yeah, right now the X04 and the X07 are planned both as wired products. We don't have a wireless product to start at launch, but these will be available at the launch with the Xbox One.
All right. So the wireless will still have a base station and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection?
At this point, all of the wireless products that we're planning do use dual band Wi-Fi, so it's actually 2.4 to 5 gigahertz. The idea is that it can navigate around all of the other Wi-Fi networks you have, so it's actually better than 2.4 or 5.8. Realistically, like I said, there aren't wireless products that we've announced at this point. It's likely that any wireless product that we would use would have a similar base station of some sort.
All right. Okay, thanks a lot. This is really interesting. Thanks. Let's take a look at the Call of Duty Ghosts. And I assume the Call of Duty Ghost headset is a next-gen headset as well.
So we have multiple configurations of the Call of Duty Ghost stuff. We don't have all of those locked down in stone right now, but I can show you the products. They're right out over here.
All right.
Okay, so we do have 3 products. Yeah. We have the Shadow, and the Spectre, and the Phantom.
All right. And the Phantom is I recognize the shape of the base station. That's the premium, or the most premium headset, right?
It's the most premium wireless model, right? So if you prefer a wired model, the Spectre would be the one that you would go with. Yeah. But the Phantom up there has a rechargeable battery. It's got dual band Wi-Fi. It's fully programmable. It features voice prompts. Yeah. So it's going to talk to you in the voice of game characters. It has presets that are designed by Activision. So it's going to be the definitive listening experience for Call of Duty Ghosts. The same thing is going to be true of the Spectre with the presets. And, both of those also feature the ability to mix in music while you game, to take phone calls through the headset while you're playing. And this one is a wired stereo product, the Shadow, and it's got the ability to mix in your own music, take phone calls. A little bit more basic, it's stereo, but still a really great sounding headset. All of these have great 50mm drivers, so really super premium sound no matter where you come in.
All right. I have a question about the different models.
Okay.
I bought a headset from Turtle Beach that was, I'm not sure. I paid like $300 for it, maybe a little bit more. And then there's a cheaper headset, which was like $80, which is wired.
Right.
And when I was looking like for something in between that, I couldn't find much. It's either crazy expensive or like not dirt cheap, but like $70, $80, something like that.
They tend actually, it depends on where you're looking. There tends to be a gap from the wired to the wireless a little bit. But generally speaking, there's usually about a product every $20 or so as you go up the range. So we have products actually from about $29, $25, $29 to up to $300 at this point. So, and there's quite a few in the middle, but as you take a leap, certain feature sets add a big chunk of price. Like if you go to a wireless product with the dual band Wi-Fi, that's a pretty expensive radio just to put in, right? And you need the send and the receive. So that's a pretty expensive chunk. So just to make that leap, it does have a pretty large leap in price. The same thing is going to be true for surround sound and the programmability. So when you add those different features in, those are all pretty expensive chipsets that we put in. And so unfortunately, you do get a pretty good jump in some of those. But the feature sets don't always align perfectly as you go from wired to wireless. And there's a little bit of overlap. But if you look through the product line, I would say on the site, it's probably, on our site, is probably the best way to try to go through the products because you'll be able to hammer down the features a little bit better and find something in your range.
So the Call of Duty Ghost Phantom headset, the most expensive one, how much is that going to cost?
We don't have pricing announced for these at this point, but I would say that it's fairly safe for you to assume that it's going to be close to what our previous years have been.
$349.
US price, I believe, on the previous was $299. So it's, like I said, there's different configurations that we're working on because of the consoles and everything that are happening. So it's not exactly set, but you can basically guess that it's not going to be very far off from what previous models were.
All right. And one last question about PlayStation 4. I mean, you guys have plans? Are you doing anything? Are you ready to spoil anything?
So we don't have anything to announce about the PlayStation 4 at this point, but we're officially licensed by Microsoft. We're officially licensed by Nintendo. We work with Activision on an official license. We work with Marvel. And, you know, we go where the gamers go. So I think it's fairly safe to say that if it plays games, you can assume that we'll be supporting it.
All right, thank you very much. I've learned a lot about next-gen audio. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by.
All right, cool. Een van die dingen die me altijd fascineert aan headsets is dat je aan de ene kant heb je natuurlijk de high-end audio headsets. Denk aan de Beats by Dre, AKG, een beetje die hoek. En aan de andere kant heb je natuurlijk de gaming headsets die ook heel high-end, zoals bijvoorbeeld Turtle Beach. Ook hop, €300, geen probleem voor een headset. En het probleem is dat als ik naar mezelf kijk, dan ben ik aan de ene kant wil ik een headset hebben waar ik wireless mee kan gamen natuurlijk. Waar ik films mee kan kijken, mee kan luisteren. Maar waar ik ook mee, als ik in de tram zit of in de bus zit, mijn muziek op kan luisteren. Waar ik mee kan bellen doordat hij met Bluetooth aan mijn telefoon geconnect zit. Waar ik gewoon niet gelijk een enorme idioot ben als ik dat in het openbaar vervoer draag. Want dat moet je wel zeggen. Kijk, de gaming headsets bieden wel die functionaliteit. Maar ja, die zien er dan weer heel futuristisch uit. En ja, als ik natuurlijk mijn tie-dye shirt aan het rocken ben in het openbaar vervoer in Amsterdam, kan ik niet met een futuristische headset. Dat moet wel een beetje matchen met elkaar. Dus nou goed, Turtle Beach had een idee. En we struikelden er een beetje over omdat we om de behoefte heen liepen. En het ligt natuurlijk ook voor de hand, maar ze zijn nu aan het doen. En dat is eigenlijk een beetje op Apple gebaseerde lijn van headsets. De i-serie. Je hebt de i30, de i60 en ik neem aan ook de i90. Die staan hier achter me. En om er even eentje bij te pakken. Wat je gelijk ziet is dat de vormgeving is anders. Dit is niet een gaming headset wat je verwacht van een gaming headset. Als je begrijpt wat ik bedoel. Het ziet er slikker uit. Wit natuurlijk, Apple wit. En mooie leren memory foam pouches op die oren, over-ear headset. Dat hebben ze allemaal goed gedaan. Hij is dit is de i30, sorry, dit is de i10. De i30 is de middelserie en de i60 is de high-end serie. De i10 is een wired headset, maar hij heeft ook noise cancelling. En dat vind ik heel erg tof. Nou heb ik een keer een noise cancelling headset op mijn hoofd gehad. Die had Melle gekocht een keer op een trip naar Amerika in het vliegtuig. Nou, ik werd binnen 2 seconden kotsmisselijk. Vervolgens ging Ruben een heel verhaal tegen me aanhouden waarom ik audiotechnisch gezien misselijk werd. Omdat de hele boel uit fase werd getrokken. Ik weet het niet eens meer, maar ik werd misselijk. Deze headset daarentegen, die noise cancelling, word ik niet misselijk van. Het zuigt niet de druk uit mijn oren. Ik weet niet of je begrijpt wat ik bedoel. Dus wat dat betreft is dat ook naar een next gen gaan. En wat ik er cool aan vind, is niet eens zozeer dat het nou een slick gedesignde headset is. Of dat het op alles werkt. Maar dat het die 2 werelden bij elkaar brengt. Dat je aan de ene kant die gaming headset en aan de andere kant gewoon een iets modieuzere headset die ik gewoon zonder me te schamen op mijn hoofd kan zetten. Als je begrijpt wat ik bedoel. Nou goed, dat is hier dus de i10. De i30 hier. Ik zal even snel opnoemen. De i10 is dus wired. De i30 is wireless en wired. Er zit ook een, zoals je hier ziet, kun je een kabeltje aansluiten. Je kunt hem opladen. De batterijduur schijnt goed te zijn. Kunnen we natuurlijk niet controleren, maar ze zeggen tussen de 18 en 20 uur. Nou, zelfs als het 10 uur is het nog steeds oké, want je gooit hem s'avonds in je oplader. En dan is er nog de i60. En dat noemen ze een media headset. Vraag me niet waarom. Maar deze is wired en wireless. En heeft ook nog een soort base station hier. Beetje Apple looks. Voelt wel wat goedkoper plastic eraan. Maar goed. De meerwaarde daarvan snap ik niet helemaal. Maar goed, ja, daarvoor is de tijd ook te kort. Qua prijs, de goedkoper, de i10 gaat waarschijnlijk $200 kosten. De duurdere i30 $300. En de allerduurste i60 zou dan $400 gaan kosten. Nou, dat verschil tussen die 200 en die 400, dat moet je zelf bepalen. Ik denk dat de middelste voor mij goed zou zijn, omdat ik dan ook wireless kan luisteren naar bijvoorbeeld films. Misschien wel PlayStation, misschien wel Xbox One. Dat is allemaal ontzettend onduidelijk op dit ogenblik. Wat dat betreft ben ik eigenlijk op dit bezoek aan de Turtle Beach stand meer verward geraakt dan dat ik iets geleerd heb van Next Gen Audio. Maar goed. Nu wil je nog een conclusie van me. Nou, daar komt hij. Wacht even hoor. Zo gaat het dan. Dit is mijn conclusie. Kijk, die ziet er toch vet uit. Jezus. Ik zie mezelf. Jelle draait even het schermpje om, dus ik zie nu mezelf met deze headset.
Met stak. Dit rood, met dit rood.
Ja, inderdaad, met mijn nieuwe rode zonnebril.
We moeten ze hebben.
Ja, is vet. Ik moet het hebben gewoon. Reken maar dat ik Turtle Beach een partijtje aan een kop ga zeiken voor deze headset. Dat wil je niet weten.
Ik wil hem ook.
Ja, Jelle wil hem ook. 2 headset graag. Turtle Beach. En vlug een beetje. Komt trouwens allemaal waarschijnlijk eind dit jaar uit. December ergens. Dus hopelijk binnenkort meer.